The first example is a binary composite block. For the binary composite block, we can reconstruct this entire structure by repeating this 1D SG in X, Y, and Z directions. Therefore, we can conduct a 1D SG homogenization analysis and choose a 3D solid as the macroscopic model to obtain the 3D effective properties of the laminate. Since we have only one material in the composite block, we can choose faster generate method in construction of the 1D SG. Let's go to the Abaqus-SwiftComp GUI and directly push the button Create 1D SG and choose the faster generate here. We can input the layout here and apply thickness here and the offset ratio to be 0, and we can select the material to be material 1 and the element type here. And if you don't have material already created in this model, you can go to the property and create your material here. So you push OK. So this will create the 1D SG for you. The next step is to conduct the homogenization analysis. Choose the model and the part we have just created and keep the others to be default, and we select the 3D solid as the macroscopic model. Now we can click OK. So this is the effective stiffness matrix of the homogenized material. Of course, you can import the material properties into a model. This is the newly created model which contains the materials we have just obtained. Now let's go to another example. During this example, we can see that the plate is composed of many different layups and it has different material types in it. So it requires more complicated method to construct the 1D SG. And for this 8-layer laminate plate, we can reconstruct this entire structure by repeating this 1D SG in X and Y directions. Therefore, we can conduct a 1D SG homogenization analysis and choose shell as the macroscopic model. This is the composite layout of this 1D SG. Let's go to Abaqus-SwiftComp GUI to create this 1D SG. To create this kind of 1D SG with more than one material type, we can use the composite layout method here. To use this method, first we need to create material properties, which we have already have it in the materials. And the second step is to use this button, Set Sketch Plan, for the 1D customized SG. So here we choose the model 1 and we specify the new part name to be part 1 here, and the SG dimension to be 1D. And then we click OK. This will help us create a new part named as part 1, what we have just specified, and a new datum plane and a datum axis, and a temporary geometry here. And also it will create a set, which is this temporary set. And the next step is to click this button and choose this composite layout method. If we choose the part to be part 1, we can see that it requires a layout which we need to create. So in part 1 and in the property module, we need to create the composite layout. We have 8 layers, and we click continue, and in this region we edit the region, select the sets to be the set layout, and we specify the materials. To make it quicker, I will just select the other materials to be select the material 1, and the thickness is 0.005. Of course, you can change the thickness of any ply if you need, and the rotation angle can be 0.78, 45, any value you want. And then click OK. Here in this demonstration, I just didn't follow the composite layout in the slide, and we need to reopen this dialog box to update the information. So here we choose the composite layout in part 1 we have just created. Because we are going to use a shell model in the plate analysis, and we need to choose the 5-noded element type here. Click OK. So now we have already created the 1D SG. The next step is to conduct the homogenization analysis. In model 1, we choose part 1. And because we want the macro model to be a shell, we need to choose 2D shell here, and click OK. Now we have obtained the effective plate stiffness matrix, which is also called ABD matrix. Of course, you can always import the material properties for the plate stiffness matrix into the Abaqus model. Okay, now we have finished the introduction of a construction of a 1D structured genome. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, please go to the CDM Hub. You can post your questions there, and we will be happy to answer all of your questions. Thank you.